What was the I'm done moment in your last relationship? 1. I was video calling my partner. While he was doing some chores, his housemate came. He just moved in the new apartment 2 months ago. I heard their random conversation about hookups, house stuff, hygiene and his mental health. When his housemate noticed me in computer, I heard he asked my boyfriend who am I. My boyfriend said not my girlfriend. The housemate then replied, I thought you said you never have a girlfriend. My boyfriend answered Therese, something going on between us at that time, but we're okay now, you know, when in fact we have been so okay the whole time. So I was upset and confused and asked him to explain what was that denial all about. Why he denied me again, denied having a girlfriend. Note that this is not the first time he denied having a girlfriend. He answered me that it's complicated and that number of reasons included cultural, stereotypical others. He is Canadian, I am Filipino. Like what? I love him very much, value him and understands him, but I was not buying his reasons. Not again this time. So I broke up with him. 2. We had a fight about her sleeping over at her ex's house. She insisted it wasn't a big deal. When I asked her how she would feel if I had a sleepover with my ex, she said it was different. I said yeah, we didn't live together and weren't engaged. You were. She then said if I didn't trust her to have sleepovers with other men, then it was my problem to figure out. I left and told her her stuff at my house would be outside. Come get it before it garbage day or it was going in the can. 3. I dated a guy for a couple of years, and we spent a week at his forest cabin with his parents and brother. I generally enjoy cooking and had volunteered to plan and make the meals for everyone. One evening, I was making spaghetti bolognese for dinner, and I could not find the garlic. I went up to the table where my boyfriend, now ex, was talking to his brother, so that I could ask him if he had put the garlic somewhere. I waited for a break in the conversation, but none came. I just stood there for nearly 20 minutes while he went on and on and on. His brother looked very uncomfortable as the ex droned on, refusing to acknowledge me. He was very big on not being interrupted. I had learned earlier. As I waited there, being ignored, I thought about how I was trying to do something nice for his family and how petty and rude he was to play a pointless power game like this. As I waited, I realized that I did not like him at all. I had to wait until we returned to civilization before I dumped him. He did not take it well, but as for me, it was the best decision ever. 4. My ex and I were traveling to Cozumel for vacation. I had just been pulled aside by customs because a dog sniffed an apple core in my bag. He left me at customs without knowing the cause because he was worried about losing our luggage on the carousel. You know, the one that goes round and round again until you grab it? After customs cleared me, I looked up to see that he was on the wrong side of the carousel to get the luggage. And he wouldn't look toward me, so I went to the correct side and gathered it up. All of it. He finally saw me waiting for the second customs screen to open. He walked ahead of me and stood in line while I dragged all of the luggage behind me. When we get to the front of the line, I was tired and struggling. He approached the customs officer at the podium. He left me behind at the wait here sign to gather our things. When you travel with a companion, you're supposed to stay with them. So this sweet customs officer, a teeny Mayan woman, was completely confused when my ex handed her our documents stating there were supposed to be 2 of us. She looked at him and asked who he was traveling with. He got confused and then gestures toward me and says, "Oh, her." As I approach the podium, the woman looks at me carrying all the baggage and then looks my ex up and down with scrutiny. This angel from God, a customs officer, can hardly see over the podium. She stares at his 6 feet 1 inch 240 pounds frame, looks him straight in his eyes, finally says, "You mean, your queen?" I will forever remember her saying those words, because in that